Hi traders, welcome to the recap for 15th of October for our Elite Range Bar trading today. And as you can see, it was a pretty good day. 5 EU Range Bar 3 and actually one potential range bar 4 trade as well. 3 wins, couple losses for 61 pips. And I'm going to do something a little bit different today just because of some requests on forums. Just wanting to see my trading for the day, my complete trading and a statement. And part of the reason I don't really do that is because I do a lot of other trades as well with other pairs. I do some trades based on old systems I've used, off gut feel, that sort of thing. So I try to stick on the videos to just the elite range bar trading. And but I'll still show you today just how things worked out. So you can see here, this is all the trades that I took. You can see in here that this trade and this trade, those are not elite range bar system trades, so they're not going to be on my other charts that we work through. And this one is more of kind of a gut feel, maybe my old system a little bit. But anybody who's been trading for a while will tell you that they take gut feel trades kind of every day. You just kind of get used to the flow of the market. And so that's basically what that one was there. And this second one here was a news trade, which I do not take very often. I have very specific criteria I look for. It's not something that's in elite range bar trading. Unless you're a very advanced trader, I wouldn't recommend those. And even then, I wouldn't do them very often. So this is my complete chart here. And then if you want to see the statement here, this is the trades, the elite range bar trades. As I mentioned, trade 2 is a previous style. This in here was a trade that I did on another pair. And then in here, this was the news trade. So there you guys go. So now let's actually get to the charts and do something a little bit more interesting in terms of going through the trades for the day. So to start things off, we had a perfect type 3 in here. It can also be seen as a bit of a type 2, so that makes it even stronger generally when we see that. And this is one that really went for us. It came in here, looking to see what would happen when it came into these highs, and it just burst right through. So I just, as price was going, because the momentum was so strong, and especially I was looking to see what would happen at London Open to see if things would continue moving up, and they did. So with the momentum that strong, it's just a matter of trailing your stop as you go, and this is eventually where I got out up here. Now, I don't move my stop with my broker. I just mentally move it as I go and exit manually if price starts to come back down. But you could potentially move your stop if you want to, just mechanically all the way up along the trade as the momentum carries it. And I got out up in here when things started to top out and all the momentum was basically lost, and we started to come down in here. So from there was no range bar trade in here. Like I said, there was a trade that I took that was something completely different, but there was not an elite range bar trade in here. And then I did take this long, and I knew this is a very dangerous long, especially after this sort of exhaustive burst here, but you never really know exactly when the trend is going to end. So I decided to take the risk because I had some good pips already, and it came back on me basically right away. I got out for 5 pip loss, almost a full loss. As things started to come down very rapidly on the false break in there. And we do see that fairly often. So as long as you're ready for it, you can generally get out without a full loss. From there, there was a type 2 DB, which I had been waiting for actually for a little while because I liked where it had been coming into. I liked the area, and it was something that based on that large move earlier, it seemed like getting in a long made sense even at that time. So I did take this one, and worked out fairly well. Well, it stalled up in here, and once it stalled, I was more than happy to take my pips. I was only really looking for about 10 based on that time of day, which doesn't usually have a ton of potential. Now from there, there was a potential trade you could take in here if you were very aggressive for a type 1 SP. I was already in a news trade. I did not take that, but that's something potentially that could be taken. And then this was also a very aggressive trade here, a type 3 that came in. This was one where I actually got a really good fill on this, and it basically just went nowhere for a little while. It stalled, and so I knew that with these type 3s, you really want them to pretty much take off right away because it's a counter trend trade. So if it doesn't take off, you just get out, and that's what I did as it started to come down. Just took a 2 pip loss there, which is no big deal whatsoever. And then from here, I took another short, and this could be seen as a type 1D on the 3 range bar, but I actually took this on the 4 range bar chart, which you can see in here. I just liked the setup a lot more, and so I was kind of watching them both after that initial move, following the news, and the timing of it was really good as well, because it was right around the New York Stock Exchange Open, which often sees some momentum enter the market. So I took that one, and then when it stalled down in here, I bailed out eventually, only for 10 pips, and it turns out I could have done much better on that one. Could have had, 25 pips, something in there. But I usually wrap up just kind of a little bit after the New York Stock Exchange Open, and things were stalling for so long. I just, didn't feel like holding on to it anymore, and wanted to get away from the trading desk. So that was all the trading for the day. And if there's any questions or anything, you can leave them for me or leave comments. And hope you guys enjoyed seeing some elite range bar trading today.